Hello all, and welcome back to High Ridge Farm with me, the Walrus. We're still into week 3 of the glorious summer, and we've reached Ginger Island for the first time. I've spent a couple of days there doing miscellaneous stuff, trying to gather as many of the golden walnuts as physically possible, but now I'm kind of preoccupied with looking after the farm for a couple of days. I think that needs to be sorted, as the farm itself has probably had a little bit of wear and tear, and needs a little bit of work. I've got some crops to harvest and all sorts of other miscellanea to deal with, and hopefully today I can actually get Robin to build that cursed fish pond that I wanted her to make for me. Unfortunately, I managed to screw up ever so slightly in that I couldn't find her, because I believe it was yoga day when she goes to the shop and does yoga. Of course, could very well have been a bit wrong on that one, but that's what it looked like. Other things that I do need to do this week is I need to kill some skeletons because I need their bones, as I need 100 of them. I've got a fair few, but I still need more. And other than that, it looks like it's going to be just a starting week of watering plants, getting stuff ready, harvesting hops so I can make some beer, which, to be fair, considering my current week at the moment in real life, where although I haven't been making beer myself, I've been talking to a friend who is currently doing a lot of mead, which is kind of interesting. He does, excuse me, he makes mead every year, and now is when he started doing this year's batch a few weeks ago. So it's kind of interesting. And I'm looking forward to sampling some of that again, because it was pretty damn good the last time. Now we've got all these lovely star fruit to harvest, which is fantastic stuff, and that's going to get shipped straight off. No, I'm going to hold on to it. I think more wine. Although I've got a large quantity of them sort of stockpiled, I know that they are more useful as wine financially to me. And that's going to be the major source of money for me, is starfruit wine at the moment. I haven't got enough ancient fruit to be generating constantly. I will have more. I think I've got to debate whether that I try to find ancient fruit seeds as the main thing, or do I put ancient fruit into the seed maker and hope that I get multiples. But I fear that sometimes you can run the risk of ending up with a pile of wild seeds, and I really don't want to end up with that from an ancient fruit, because that would suck. And again, they do take quite a long time to grow. They're financially most useful, but at the same time, it would really suck if you ended up losing out because of that. But that's how that sort of works. Anyway, other things that we need to organise. I really should organise these fridges at some point. That would be a sensible way of doing things. However, I am particularly lazy. Now, if memory serves, ancient fruit grow, give you a seed once a week. Sorry, give you a crop once a week. So theoretically, it wouldn't be impossible for me to sort that out. But at the same time, I'm still nervous, especially since I've only got 2. But hey-ho. They are a very valuable and financially very helpful, useful piece of gear. But at the moment, we've got all this lovely wheat that needs growing, and that's very interesting. And we've got to plant all of this. Well, all these lovely bits of wheat need to grow a bit faster, because then that'll be scythed down and harvested and just generally more useful. Still need more kegs, so I still need more oak resin for that, but for the time being, there's not much I can do on that regard, as I'm just waiting for that to be ready. On we trot. Animals, I think, are the next area of checking, and it looks like the lava eels are pleased, which is good. And what about the super cucumber? Excellent, so it's got some more roe ready to put in the preserve jars. And I'd like to get Robin to build another pond, and I think I'll put squid in there. Or something else. I'm not sure at this point. But we'll see. I'll just scythe that down. We've got another truffle to harvest. Okay, we've got loads of truffles because we haven't really been down this part of the farm for a few days. I'd like to close this gate, please, not to have a look at the goat. There we go. Right, so we've got lots of milk to process, so that's going to be lots of cheese on the go. Not the end of the world in difficulty, but it's just going to take a little while to organise. So I think what I need to do is transfer the milk over to the chest nearby for the time being and just store it whilst I wait. And let's have a look. So I've got quite a few. I've got 4 to go, and I've got some more wool that needs processing. And there we go. Okay. Right, so let's grab some more truffles. Now, I wonder how many eggs are going to be ready. Probably going to be quite a large number, by the sounds of things. We've also got all of this to... Oh, an iridium. There we go. This will be lovely. So I'm never going to complain about some iridium ore. Probably should clear this all out as well. So let's just get smashing here. Now, I know my inventory is a little bit full at the moment, so I'm going to have to come back to grab everything. But that's not the end of the world. It's not going to be too difficult to do because, meh, I can teleport around the farm. It's not too bad. But all the same, I've got to smash all these rocks. The trouble is, of course, leaving this area as is very helpful. Because essentially it's like having a quarry, but smaller. And obviously, as you've seen, with iridium appearing, rarely, but it does appear, which is fantastic. But at the same time, I've seen people use it for other things. Maybe later on, when the farm is a bit more thoroughly established and I've got everything that I kind of want, I could use that land for other things. But for now, I think I'm going to keep it as is. Because I think that would be quite silly for me to remove that. Oh my goodness, so many truffles. It's insane. Let's see. Right, so let's sell those, sell that, sell the corn. Anything else? Oh yes, so I need to check the eggs. Okay, so we've got a fair... Oh my goodness, look at all that mayonnaise. That'll be lovely. Easy to sell. And that'll make a nice amount of money for us, which will be very helpful in the going forward. Of course, I'm glad that I made more mayonnaise processing machines, because that makes this a bit easier. Let's see. Let's see, anything else? Now, I would like to put a couple of eggs in the fridge, I think. That would probably be quite helpful, as that will allow me to make a bit of extra food that I need eggs for, shockingly enough. I'm sure there's some things that will be really handy for doing that with. Right. I also want to go and see Robin, so let's go visit her and get her to build the fishing pond, because that will conveniently use up 3 slots of inventory, because that's the algae, seaweed, and stones out of the way. And off we go. So Robin, build me things, please. Build me things. Still wish you could marry Robin. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a lot. I don't have that sort of money. But I will like to build Pam a house, but that's going to take some time, unfortunately. But, yeah. Let's see. Where am I going to put it? Here, maybe? No. I think I'm going to place it... I'd like to put it there. But it doesn't look like that's going to be feasible. Not right off the bat. I'm going to move them up, I think, yeah. Because then I can redistribute things. That's going to be the next main thing on that one. Okay, moving on. So, back into town, we've got a couple of things to distribute. Now, of course, I've got the the dinosaur mayonnaise ready that I can put in the hidden bundle thing, whatever it's called, because that'd be quite helpful to put away. And then, of course, I really do want to crush the golden coconut. Unfortunately, it's not going to be that helpful on its own. As, unfortunately, you can't crush it with the geode crusher. You do actually have to smash it open with Clint, which is helpful. But oh well, let's grab that sweet pea for now. Now, Krobus. I wonder... Yeah, I am looking for a dark talisman. You dropped it, did you? Okay. Right. So he's going to open up that passageway there, so that's fine. I think it's full of bugs and such, and that's where one can catch something vaguely useful. So that'll be easy, I think. It shouldn't be too difficult. I'm sure I'll just murder the heck out of all the bugs and stuff that's in the way. Righty. So, let's see. So we've got to go to Joja Mart. Well, what was once Joja Mart. Look at that. I'm impressed at how dilapidated stuff... Just things fall apart in this town really quickly in an alarming speed. It's just all kinds of worrying. What's wrong with this place? Why does stuff collapse? It's very alarming. But anyway, I'm going to deposit the bones that I'm currently carrying, because that'll make life a bit easier, because then they're there. So I need 29 more bones to deposit, but I'm pretty sure that's not all of the bone fragments that I've already harvested. So I think I'm going to have more already. And actually it'll be quite helpful, because the bone mill is phenomenally useful, actually, as it allows you to just what's the word, turn it into fertilizers and things. Ah, yes, there we go. Never lost courage, blah blah blah. Right. I enjoy the fact that we've got a salt for handing you a photo of a deceased friend and colleague and comrade. Ah, I have salt for you. I mean, it's kind of a given that it's for Gus, isn't it? Yes. Okay, Stardew Valley Rose. Now, who the hell do I give this to? Maybe Granny will know. She's useful in all agricultural things. No, it's not. It's not you, Marnie. Oh, kill some squid kids. That's fine. Well, it's definitely not Pierre. It's kind of a given on that one, isn't it? No, you're the wrong person as well. If memory serves, it's only when you give it to the right person, of course, they have dialogue, otherwise you just get a constant wrong person dialogue. Ah! Oh, George. Poor old sod. I do feel bad for George. Especially with this little dialogue cutscene bit, because it does reveal a little bit more about him, because he's not in the chair because of his age, which I can understand. I have a friend who is in a wheelchair and has been for many years, and being in the chair has obviously changed his entire outlook on life, and it's obvious that like George has the same sort of, oh, I suddenly can't do what I used to be able to. I'm not able to. It's frustrating. It's why one of my biggest fears is to go blind. And And I think that's a reasonable fear, is to suddenly lose my sight. But anyway, less dark topics there. So we've got Alex here working out. And you've come to say hello. I mean, you do your daily strength routine. You don't have to put a shirt on, mate. It's all good. Oh dear. What have you been meaning to talk to me about, Alex? Well, it's understandable being a little bit cold to somebody, especially if they're new in an area, because you don't know what they're going to be like and stuff and things. But, you know, it's nice to be encouraging for him. And that's an important thing, though, isn't it? Just, like, encourage your friends. Make sure that they feel loved and rewarded by your presence. Although, at the same time, sometimes your friends do need a whacking and saying, no, don't do that, you absolute moron. Righty, so we're going to go to Leah, and show her the rose. No, Emily, even. Emily, look at this rose. It is lovely. Oh, okay, so it's Sandy who gets the rose. Right, well, we're going to the desert then at some point. Be that tomorrow, I'm not sure. But we're definitely going there. Righty. So we've got some stuff to sell, which is going to be easy enough to do. And get on with things. Let's see. Okay. Right, let's just fling some things into the vendor box. Don't need all those truffles, to be fair. Don't need those peas. Well, sweet peas, they're not actually peas. Just drink that coffee. Let's speed myself up a little bit while I run around the garden and put things away. I'm debating whether at a later point I actually move the greenhouse, because it wouldn't hurt for me to do so, I don't think. But anyway, if I move the windmill, sorry, the mill, and then move the greenhouse over, and then maybe put the silos behind the greenhouse, because accessibility for the silos isn't really that much, not that important. Like, being able to get to them, yes, to be able to put extra hay in, yes, that would be helpful, but it's not the be-all and end-all. So, we'll see. It's going to be a little bit of distribution. I do really need to see if somebody's done a plot your farm sort of thingy for Stardew, like a map editor type thing where you can just muck about and see where stuff goes. Because that would be really helpful if someone's done one. Not sure if they have, though. Either way, I'll have to investigate that one thoroughly. Okay, so we've got some more eggs, lots more mayonnaise to grab, which is easy enough. And we put the dinosaur egg in to hatch, because more dinosaurs, yes please. I love dinosaurs, they're so cute. Look at them. They're just adorable little stegosauruses. It is alarming, though, because if in theory they grow up to be the big fire-breathing ones, that's not friendly. And I don't want to deal with that. But the little ones are cute. And they're nice. I like small dinosaurs. They're lovely and adorable. And they lay big eggs, which is great. Right, so let's smelt that. What next? Let's have a look. So, yeah, we've got all these materials up here to grab, which isn't too bad. I've got a couple more geodes to crush, which I could probably do. And what else am I going to do? Let's have a look. Let's smash this one up at least. And let's deposit these bits here. We've got some more geodes to put away. Let's see. And, right. Deposit the row in here. We've got the truffles to put away. I could actually probably put just turn this one into oil. Easy enough. And, oh, look, some cheese is ready. Iridium quality cheese. Lovely. Now, of course, it does feel like I cheated a little bit because, of course, getting it at gold standard from having put large milk into the cheese presses, it automatically makes it a gold quality one, so it's a much faster turnaround. But what do I put in there? Do I put more cheese in to age? Or do I put more wine in? Because the wine's going to make the serious money, but it is going to take 2 full seasons to mature. And that's the big trade-off, is that it does take quite a long time to age the wines. But at the same time, it is fantastically valuable comparatively. So, well, there's some more starfruit wine in there. I do need more hardwood and more wood to make more of those aging casks. I think I can get a few more in there. Still plenty of space. Now, what else can we do before the end of the day? Well, I haven't watered the coffee plants, so that needs to happen. And we'll fill that one up. What else? Is there anything I can cook quickly that I've not cooked before? That's going to be the next question, isn't it? Well, I could probably cook another couple of spicy eels. I don't think I've actually cooked the fried eel. I do need to check that, because that would be helpful to do. There we go. Let's make these things, because once I've made them, then I know that they're done, and I know that there's a checklist that you can check on in your menu. Right, well, let's go to sleep for the night. Surprisingly early night for the walrus, midnight. It's definitely an incredibly early night for myself, as I tend to go to sleep at about 4 AM, which is not healthy. It's, I wouldn't recommend it. I would highly encourage one to sleep at a much earlier time. It's much more beneficial to you. All the same, I definitely wouldn't recommend going to bed at 4 in the morning. It's not a sensible time to sleep. But then again, I work nights, so it's my own silly fault. Anyway, moving on. We've got more gubbins to manufacture today. And so we've got Robin making ourselves another fish pond. I'm probably going to need a number of them anyway, because it's just how stuff works. They're quite handy to have regardless. And having more of them, I definitely won't be upset about. Of course, though, it's trying to figure out what other things I'm going to need to do today, and what will be best for me to do. Okay, so we've got the catfish, which was a random gift. Okay, let's sell that. I mean, I'm not really going to use a catfish for anything, am I? Right, anyway, let's grab these hops, because they're going to be helpful. Now, the thing is, of course, I've only got another week and a bit of summer left, which does mean that some crops are going to be a little bit more, well, less useful, such as the hot peppers, the tomatoes, and blueberries. They're all going to disappear. But thankfully, I do have enough pots to grow more of them in the house, so I can just have them constantly producing every few days, all year round, which is actually really the aim for them. Ah, lovely. The cactus fruits have readied again. Now, I will probably replace both of those cacti with something else later on. Probably going to be ancient fruit. I want to have a section, at least, of the greenhouse doing just ancient fruit. I think that's a more prudent use of space. Just generally a more useful use of it, at least. Right, so I got those to sell. Just quickly flog that. Not going to need this. I don't really need those either, or that. What else don't I need? That's the next question. Right, anyway. Let's deposit some stuff away, because those bars are going to be useful for other stuff. Let's have a look. Well, let's scythe this down. We're going to replant this, of course, because that's more wheat and more useful, general, helpful stuff. Hold up a minute. Now, there's a gap there. That leads me to believe that it's not in the area controlled by a scarecrow. Righty, well, let's just put that there then, and we'll start again for that bit. Not the end of the world, it's only a bit of wheat. I can live. Annoying, because it's now out of sequence with the rest of them, but I'll live. And I'll just have to water all this. It's not the end of the world. Just get that all done. Now, of course, the quantities of wheat growing... Oh my goodness, that's a lot of wine ready. Fantastic stuff. Right, well, let's get the starfruit ready. And let's replace these. So I'm probably going to do some more pale ales as well, just because that's a bit quicker, but also just like to get them used up. And we'll put the cactus fruit in as well. And we'll put that in there, put some of the beers in. There we go. Easy stuff. Lovely. There. So we've actually, rather than putting starfruit in, I decided, nah, screw it, we'll just put beer on. Because beer's quicker. Yes, not as valuable, but it's a quicker turnaround, and we'll just get that done quickly. And just get through some of the wheat and such that we've got. Indeed. Right, so we're going to grab all of those. So there's Robin working away. Well, let's just chop this tree down, give her a bit more space. Let's have a look. And let's see, what else do we need to do today? Well, let's go and have a look at the animals. We'll put the milk in, ready to make some more cheese, which is good. We've got all that milk to actually process through as well. So we're going to have quite a lot going. So that's good. So I'll put that one back away for now. And we'll go from there. Righty. Put that in there. And we've got some more mayonnaise on the go. And we'll just put this away. We've got some more of those. Now, all this hay is going to get put in the silo. Nice and easy. Now, of course, I'm not going to need this other dinosaur mayonnaise because we've now put the mayonnaise away in the hidden lost last artifact bundle thing as it is. So that's easy and don't need to worry about that. The other thing we do need to do, though, is I really need to crack this damn golden coconut because I haven't done that yet. And we've also got some more, let's just turn that into fertilizer because I'm going to need that in a few days. With the new season change, I will need to re-fertilize some plots of land, which I'm well aware of. It's going to be annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Right, so we'll sell all of that. Anything else? Right, don't need the pine cone. Now, I've trying to remember that who rabbit's feet are particularly good to give as gifts to. I know they are good for somebody, but I can't remember who it is, which is annoying. Okay, special forecast for the Fern Islands. Well, it's a thing. Well, here we go. Now, let's quickly grab these. The frozen tear. We'll put the wood away that we've got. We can definitely need... Oh, we've got 999, so I didn't realise I had a stack of 1,000 of it, so that's good at least. So I'm not like I'm running out of it anytime. Right, off we go. So let's grab that spice berry. And let's go to the desert. We have a flower to give to a young lady. And hopefully we'll get something exciting in return. What we'll get... No idea. But I could also play the slots while I'm here, because I've not actually done that yet. And maybe a bit of blackjack. I will freely admit this could end very badly. So let's have a look. So, Sandy, I have a rose for you. Okay, yay. A TV remote. Well, that's clearly for George. That's an easy one. Right. Yes, it is. Goody. Ah, there's Mr. Key himself. I enjoy the fact that he's blue. It's weird. He is a strange character. But anyway, I do indeed have the spark. Get me. Yes, indeed. I mean, that's actually a good bit of life advice. Always just try. Oh god, that'd be nice. I don't have $1 million to spend on that. Okay. Yeah, right. So we don't have the money for that one yet. But let's do some gambling. Let's do a little bit of calico spin, shall we? Nothing wrong with playing the slots. Come on. Give me something good. Give me all the good. Oh, that would have been glorious had that actually worked out. Shame, though. No. Come on, something else. No. Ooh, ooh, oh. Come on. Give me something good. Well, ×3 modifier, that's nice. That's ×2 again. Another ×2. Oh, ×3, so we're back up to essentially where we started, so that's super mediocre. Anything else? Oh, another one. Anything else? Let's try an 100, screw it. Well, I'm a glutton for punishment, so this could end really badly or it could end really well. So really badly is where this is going at the moment. Right. Let's hope that I can actually end up winning some money, because not that I don't want to spend money on getting the key coins, I'd rather not, if possible. I'd much rather... Ah, here we go. Nice 800 there, that's good. Maybe I should move back up to doing 100 coins. Should I get for 10? Nah, screw it. Let's do 100. See what we get. Oh, that would have been nice to get the 3 fish again. What are we going to get this time? Parsnips? No. The bad luck streak has returned. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so at least we've got 200 back. Still... We've got more than we started with. It's still just not great, however. Oh, okay, so that's nice. We've got 2 cherries. So that's a 3 times return. Nothing. Ah, parsnips. Fantastic. So that's a nice 500. Oh, 3 milk. Ah, there we go. So we're now on 3,000. So that's a little bit better, isn't it? And some more parsnips. What else are we going to get? I forget if there's anything actually useful in here. I mean, there might be. I just forget. I mean, that's nice and all. So a little bit more of that. Maybe I should go play the high stakes blackjack. That might be good. Because how can you not enjoy a good bit of high stakes blackjack? That's where all the money's at. Admittedly, that's what I tend to do when I actually go to a casino. I do actually play blackjack a lot. It's just a personal favourite. I'm not a fond fan of things like roulette. I'm not saying that it's a pure skill side of thing, because blackjack does require some luck. Like, well, or anything in a casino. But I think it's because I feel like I've got a little bit more control over the environment, because of course I can then say whether I'm raising or folding, and you know, that sort of thing. Whether that's the case, I don't know. But that's just how that rolls. I'd rather have that ability. Oh, damn, that's a nice 8,000 there. We're looking pretty healthy there with a good 13,000 now. So I'm feeling quite pleased with myself now. What else are we going to get? Let's have a look. No, so we got another bit more. Kind of reminds me of playing Luck Be a Landlord. That's a fun game. I might do a stream on that one. A couple of recordings of that game because it's good fun, very silly, and I think you end up eating your landlord in the end. They get killed and all sorts of weird. It's such a bizarre game. Very good fun though. Right, let's go play some cards after we have a quick look here. Anything useful? I mean, it actually doesn't look like there's much physically here. That's a bit dull. Oh well. Let's try some Calico Jack. Oh, I lost. Okay, try again. Okay, 18. Let's stand on 18. Oh yeah, they're bust. Excellent. Double or nothing. Hit. Stand. Oh, okay. 7. 24. Get in. Screw it. Double or nothing. Let's do insanity. Oh no. Oh, I'm bust. Oh, and I lost 4,000. Ah! Ouch. I mean, I'm being a glutton for punishment here. I'm very well aware of that fact. This isn't going well. Come on. 11, 17. Oh, fiddlesticks and buncombe. Fine, let's go on to the low stakes table. Oh, the file on me. I did a thing. Hoop. Nope. There we go. Sat on the table. Let's play some more Calico Jack. Hit. Stand. 25. Okay, so we get some coins there. Double or nothing. Yeah, let's double it. Oh, stand on that. Oh, fiddlesticks. Fine. Okay. Right. Meh. I'm going to head back to town now because I'm going to give George his remote that I've now acquired for him. I'm sure he'll be thrilled with a TV remote that does TV remote-y things. I guess. I mean, I don't even know anymore. It's one of those days. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, let's return to Stardew, because Stardew Valley. Righty. So let's see what we get as we return into town. Come on. Off we trot. Off the bus. Go away, Pam. We have things to do. Anyway, we return to town. Let's quickly grab these spice berries and head on back into town. We've got to go see George. It's only 2:40 in the afternoon, so we've got plenty of opportunity to have a quick visit of the young man and see what he's up to. Okay, so we've still got those fragments of the past to do. A sweet pea. Okay, Harvey. I don't physically have one on me. That's a shame. Okay then, George. I've got a remote for you. And what's this one? Oh, hurrah. Look at that. Okay, so we've got a glowy blue stone thingy. Maybe Clint knows what this is about. I mean, I want to go see him anyway, because I want him to crack open that damn coconut. That'll be helpful. Because that will move that out of the way and get it out of my inventory. I wonder what it'll find. Hello, Haley, my dear. Well, I wouldn't want to get sunburnt either. You're right, a little bit of sunshine is good in moderation. Just don't burn yourself up. Interesting stone you never seen. Okay, so that's a magical stone, so I probably need to speak to the wizard. Right, okay. Let's go see the wizard then. That shouldn't be too hard. He's in his tower, after all, so that's not too difficult. But whilst I remember, I'm going to try and start the bone hunt, because that's an important bit. Oh, curses, Harvey! I wanted to go and give you a sweet pea for your nose. You cantankerous old fart. Well, I say cantankerous old. Well, he's got to be in his 30s. Doesn't he? I mean, he's a doctor, so that's 7 years of residency, isn't it? And to be a general practitioner out in the boonies, you've got to have some experience, so he's probably been... So he's got, what, early 30s, late 20s at a push? Maybe? I mean, that'd be my assumption. He might be in his early 30s, but he's not that young. Which is why I always get confused with it. Like, my befuddlement about how old Abigail actually might be, because of the whole school being used as a descriptor. Although, for me, it's an odd one. At least where I am in the UK, we wouldn't describe university as school, whereas I'm aware that in America, college is also sometimes described as school by parents and such. So it does get confusing when someone says I'm a student and like my kids are at school. It's like, well, how old are they? Are we talking in their 20s, or are we talking children under the age of 18? But yeah, that's just how confusing stuff is and things. Right, well, let's smash up some skeletons, get some bone fragments. That's kind of what we need here. And lovely stuff. Come on, smash them up. There we go. And let's break up some more rocks. I'm aware that this is... I think there's only a few floors that actually have skeletons, and I think they are literally only between floors 70 and 80. So it's very much of a... I could find them in Skull Cavern as well. And I do kind of want to make another expedition to Skull Cavern anyway, as it is, because there's more stuff that I need to do in there. I need to get more iridium, and I still need to get down to floor 100 in there, which isn't too difficult, I think, but I want to be prepared for that, with lots of food. I want to have some of the staircases. I want to have a lot more bombs, you know, the important things ready to go. And, of course, I still have all the stuff that I need to do on Ginger Island yet, and that's going to involve working my way through the volcano itself, and that's going to be another task in of itself, fighting my way through all that. So I'm not super nervous about doing it, it's just I would rather be prepared for it. At the same time, though, I'm also painfully aware that I do sometimes hyper-prepare for certain things that I think might be a bit too challenging, and then they don't turn out to be anywhere near as difficult as they actually are. For example, when I played Fallout 4, the Far Harbor DLC came out, and they were talking about how it's a really irradiated hellscape, it's really dangerous, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to make sure I've got some really good radiation gear, I'm all ready to go, I'm all tooled up. I get there, and it's barely noticeable. Like, it's ever so slightly more radioactive than the general wasteland. And it's like, oh. I was expecting worse. I've explored the glowing sea. That was radioactive. This is a bit pathetic, really. Okay, fine. So I was thoroughly disappointed with that, because I'd wasted loads of time preparing myself and my gear and readying myself. But yeah, you know, that's me being over-prepared, for want of a better phrase, I think. Righty, so we've got another skelly. Come here, my skeleton friend. Time to die again. So we've got some more bone fragments. That's good. We must be nearly there now. 87. So I need 13 more bone fragments. That's not impossible to do. I think maybe another run of these 10 floors will probably get me that. Especially if there are more skeletons. Oh, well, if they actually drop some bloody bones, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, fine. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to leave the mine for now. Righty, so let's have a quick look and see if we can find some more skeletons in here. I mean, I think they'll respawn, don't they? I think the floors get redone each time. I believe that's the case. Oh, frozen geode, lovely, and some more iron. Now, iron, you can make normal bombs with that, not the special ones. The really good ones. The mega bombs, which I'm going to need later anyway. Okay, die, bat. Die. Okay. So I think I'll just keep slugging away for a little bit longer. It's not that late. It's only 11 o'clock. That's plenty of time to work my way through this nonsense. And there's a skeleton there. I see you, Skelly. I'm going to flatten your face with a sword. Damn. Let's try again. Die. No, die. There we go. 3 bone fragments. So 2 bone fragments, because I can read. That's a thing. Being able to read, don't you know? Righty, anyway. So we're going to move on through. I'm going to grab some of this. One of the things that one of my friends did joke to me about was the idea of me doing a drunk stream, or record a bunch of videos whilst inebriated. That would be funny, I think. Because I'm rambly at the best of times, as I'm sure anyone who's listened to me for any length of time has already realised. I get even more so when I've had a couple of drinks, so it would end up being very silly. So maybe that's something for if I start Twitch streaming again. It's something that I've been debating doing, as a friend of mine is recommending I do that, along with joining her as a professional dungeon master for D&D. And I'm kind of looking forward to that as a concept. The idea of people... I mean, I dungeon master anyway, quite a lot, so I'm sure it would work out quite well. And, well, I think I've got the right voice for it. Anyway, let's head on through. So we need to find a way down again. Come on. We also need to get just a few more bone fragments. Okay, it's 1 AM. I think that's probably going to have to pack it in, isn't it? I should head back to the farm. Otherwise, this is going to end badly. Right, thankfully, though, it's not too far. Right. Let's get everything packed away and into the house and everything ready. Of course, I will start my lovely sign-off here, my good friends. So thank you very much for tuning in for this lovely episode as we rampage around through the desert trying to find the handover quests as we do. And please do like, share, and subscribe, because, of course, those do really help. And, yes, if you have anyone you want to listen to my ramblings, please do share with them. And hopefully I will catch you all again on the next time the Walrus plays Stardew Valley.